Okay.
Now it's okay. So what's your name again?
Okay. My name is Khalid. You can call me just Khalid, yes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And I am one of the creator of this page.
Mm-hmm.
And I think we can start. But before we start, I just let me explain in my language that for like followers and viewers that this live is going to be in like English language.
Yeah, of course.
And okay. Hər kəs salam dostlar. Bu gün Məryəm ilə canlı yayındayıq. Məryəm Gürcüstanda IB təhsil alır. Və bu canlı yayın ingiliscə davam eləyəcək. Yəni hal-hazırda imkan olmadığı üçün ingilis dilindən Azərbaycan dilinə tərcümə olunmayacaq, amma canlı yayından sonra YouTube-a yerləşdiriləndə alt yazı qoyulacaq. Okay, Mariam, we can start if you are ready.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Yeah, first question is, could you please introduce yourself?
Yeah, okay. Before I introduce myself, can I ask you permission to record this live video because I need it for my school? Can I record the video?
Okay, no problem. It's not a problem.
Okay.
Yeah, you can.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Thanks a lot. So,
Yes.
yeah, well, I am Mariam Tamazashvili. I'm from Georgia. I'm 17 years old. I'm turning 18. I'm studying in New School, International School of Georgia, which is, my course is funded by European Union. That's who I am, basically. That's the...
Yes, okay, nice to meet you, Mariam. The second question is, can you inform us about your country and IB education?
Yes, so basically in Georgia, there's only two schools which provide IB education. It's like European School, which is a private school, and our school, New School, which is also a private school, but it's funded by EU. And well, Georgia is, it's kind of like all of us are Caucasians, right? Like Azerbaijanians, Armenians, Georgians, and like all three countries are really different from each other. And I think Georgia is a pretty safe country to live in, and I also have read in statistics that Tbilisi is one of the safest cities in this region. So it's pretty safe and it's pretty cheap to live in Georgia, to be honest. I have Azerbaijani friends who came to Tbilisi and they were like shocked with the prices because it was a lot low than in Azerbaijan. IB education is really... Yeah, it's really hard. It's tough sometimes because, well, the curriculum is really hard. Even if you study some things at school, it's not the same education. We don't have to memorize the formulas. We have like formula booklet when we're writing summatives and everything, when we're writing exams. You don't have to memorize anything. Okay. It's just about analyzing the whole system. Yeah.
Okay. And the third question is, what are the advantages and disadvantages of IB education?
Well, IB education, the biggest advantage for IB education for kids who are starting on IB or are in IB education currently is that most of the universities know the price of IB. And what I mean by this is that most of the universities respect IB kids. And I mean, if you have like 36 points and above that, all the universities are going to accept you. I mean, like Harvard and Stanford, if you try hard, if you have good scores and like everything, because IB program is an international program, and I think it's recognized in like most of the countries. People as I know now, because I was in my community. I was in a community where everybody was like, but now I know people from Peru. I know people from Ukraine and Belarus, and it seemed impossible for me. Yeah. But disadvantage for IB is really hard. If you don't work, don't expect to have good grades.
Okay.
Yeah, is that a problem?
Like how? Can you hear me clearly?
Can I what?
Can you hear me clearly?
Well, not really. Your voice is cracking, and also your image is also kinda.
Okay, I think I have a problem about my network connection.
Mm-hmm.
I hope this will be okay. Okay, just how to apply IB program? Like,
Well,
how is the process?
yeah. Well, the application process is, I think, it's pretty easy compared to other competitions. It's not a competition, but it's this application. This specific application is open for citizens of Georgia, Armenia, Azerbaijan, Ukraine, Belarus, and Moldova. All the people, youngsters who are 16 or 17, can apply to this program. And the first step is you're just sending your school transcripts, your school grades, your health certificate. You're just like filling out those gaps, like where does your mom work, where does your dad work, do you have any issues with your health, do you do curriculum, do you if you do extracurricular activities at school, and things like that. It's just like, a dry things that they like. You're just providing them with your with information about your life. And the second part of application, like second tour, let's say, is you're going. I think in Azerbaijan it's Baku, and like in Georgia we go to capital Tbilisi, but Azerbaijanians go to Baku, Armenians go to Yerevan, and they write the tests, written tests.
Yeah.
They write math tests, which is in English, and also English test. And for this thing, if anybody wants to apply, I would advise to check the website and check the past papers, like previous papers which were used on IB exams. And it's a really good example if you're going to write those exams. The third part is interviews. You have two interviews. You have interview with the school administration and with psychologists. It's I cannot provide specific details, but don't be afraid of it. You just have to express yourself. Yeah, that's it.
Okay, just which one is like, I mean, is harder than the others? Like, I mean, to apply or to take math exam or to have interview with professors?
I think it's a bit harder when you're writing math in English, because everything on math papers are in English. But the thing is that last year when I applied, they let us take mathematical dictionary. But the previous year, they didn't let them do that. So you really need to revise the vocabulary, mathematical vocabulary. But the test itself, it was not too hard. It was like average, somewhere average. If you had like average scores at school, you can definitely pass it. But the most important and crucial part is interview. Like on interview, they are checking your thinking. They are checking what kind of person you are. They are like, and it's really important for applicants. Yeah.
Okay. Can you tell us about student life? I think it is the most interesting topic for viewers and for me, yes, for everyone, I think.
It's how can I say? Like, it changed my whole life. I can definitely say it. Like, this program, and especially in social way, it definitely changed my life, because I have so many friends now who are from different countries, and I'm living with them. I'm living without my parents. I am living with my friend in my room. The extracurricular activities is part of IB. If you don't have some activities, curricular activities, you cannot pass IB. You cannot pass IB. Basically, you have to do CAS. It's kind of a subject with us. CAS is creativity, activity, and service, which means that every year you have to do some activities to pass IB. And usually we do it together, because like group activities are really important for our degree. I mean diploma. And yeah, we have like karaoke, not karaoke night. We had movie nights. We had Halloween where we made our pumpkins, like cut out our pumpkins in shapes.
Yeah.
And also every other weekend we go to movies or ice skating, because EU finances those things. We go to movies. We also have movie at home in the boarding in the campus, but we also go to movies to see some of them. Yeah, and also we have IB retreats, which are basically 2-day excursions. You go there, you sleep one night there in some place, hotel, and you come back. But we have like short lessons there, but we also have a huge time. Yeah.
Yeah, this would be wonderful to have IB education, I think, for this like part. Okay, can you tell us about the subjects?
Yeah.
What subjects are you
So
taking?
there is on IB diploma program. There's 6 different groups of subjects, and you choose every subject. There is only one mandatory class, which is TOK, theory of knowledge. Others you choose yourself. You have 6 classes, and you choose it yourself. And like 3 of them are HL, which is like higher level, and 3 of them are standard level. Of course, higher level students in subject, they have like more work to do. But if you're passionate about the subject, I would advise taking higher level. So there's 6 subject groups. The first is native language, and I took Georgian because I'm Georgian. The second group is language B, so the language that you have learned. And I took English as the second language, and I'm studying it on level B2. I also take Spanish ab initio, and which means that I started Spanish from elementary level. The next subject group is individuals and societies, and you can choose global politics, economics, history, and I think they added psychology this year. I'm not sure. I didn't have that choice. Well, yeah, what can I say? And the next subject group is sciences. We have biology, chemistry, and physics, and I took chemistry because I like chemistry. And the next group is math, and in math, like, you have 4 different subjects in math, and you choose one of them. The last one is arts, but you can take art or you can take other subject from other subject groups, because not everybody can do art, because it's just they are painting. They have paintings all over the walls. They're not teaching art. They're just yeah, that's about subjects. And also you have one more mandatory, which is a theory of knowledge, and it's really, like, when you once understand it, it's really interesting for everybody, because it's not philosophy, but it's something close to philosophy, and also it teaches you how to analyze things. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, just what are your advices for students who want to study abroad or who want to take IB education?
Well, in general, the first thing that I can say is that when you're filling the application, be yourself. Never lie. Like, even if you have to write something that you're ashamed of you don't like it, and if it's mandatory, write that, because if you will have an interview, they will understand that you lied. So never lie in applications and interviews. Also, what I can say is that be passionate and search for programs, and that's what I'm doing, because I also want to study abroad in I don't know, in Japan, or maybe what countries did I choose? Or maybe Hungary. So, like, just find the programs, okay? Find the programs, search for the requirements, and also take TOEFL or IELTS or SAT, depending on your university. like in university requirement, there is going to be section about international students. So you have to search for it and read it really carefully, and you have to take TOEFL, IELTS, or SAT or ACT. It doesn't matter. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, like, I mean, when you apply for IB education, what are the difficulties that you might face?
Well, it's really different from our traditional education, and I'm sure in case of Azerbaijan, it's the same, because it's really different from the things that I have learned in Georgia. I mean, in public schools, in public schools, they teach you, they make you memorize things. But actually, in IB school, you don't have to memorize anything. You just have to analyze some things, and you have to be creative, and you must love thinking. So basically, I have to learn how to study, and also the crucial thing is that I didn't have time management skills at first, because it's really hard. It was really hard for me at first, because you don't have every lesson every day. You have like one lesson one day, the next day you don't have those lessons, you don't have homework for the next day, and it's really about time management.
Yeah.
And you need to learn, like study how to manage your time. Yeah.
Okay, well, what is the importance of social activities when you apply for IB education?
You mean in application process?
Yes, I mean, when you write your application, when you give your application for IB education, I mean, like being volunteer, maybe this can be social activity. Like, what is the importance of this?
Yeah, well, volunteering is. Okay. Oh, yeah, I just forgot to explain some things about IB. So basically, if you check the IB website, they have this logo, and the logo is like, it's divided in 3 parts, and it's like the core part of IB studying. And I was also going to say that IB was created after the Second World War, and it was mainly for children who were studying in India, for example, like children whose first language was English. So basically, this was education. Like, this logo represents the core part of education, and it's theory of knowledge, examined essay, and CAS. CAS is basically activity and service and creativity, but mostly you have to do a lot of voluntary things. And if you have done it and you support those documents in the application, it's really going to give you kind of points. They are going to like your application more because you had more previous experience in volunteering. For example, you were volunteering in Red Cross, or you have done your volunteering at school, or maybe you did like some environmental work. You have gathered the trash in the nature or something. It's really important for them. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, one of our followers just right here just how's culture for education. Poland, yes. I mean, our topic is not about Poland. We are talking about IB education. That's why if Sabina, if you write our page on on message box, we can answer this question. Yes, just write. Feel free to write us. Okay. And the last question is what? I mean, it is not a question. It's just like a request. What is your impressions about our project? I mean, when you see our project on the Instagram or on on social network, what was your first impressions about our project?
Well, when I saw your page and also YouTube channel, I thought I had a feeling like, how can I express it? I wanted it to be also for Georgians, because I also wanted it for it to be for Georgian students, because we don't have the thing like that in Georgia. We have like centers, but you have to pay them. You have to like go there and actually talk to people. And usually those centers are in Tbilisi, located in Tbilisi. And like most of the people, like very talented people, some very talented people are living in regions, and they cannot go there like casually and every day. And I think your channel and your business, I'm not sure how is it a business or something, but your channel and also your Instagram page is doing a great job. And I'm really proud of you, because I think you're going to help a lot of people in Azerbaijan to expand their knowledge.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you a lot about about good words. I appreciate for it. Okay, and thank you again for joining, for accepting our proposition, purpose for going live broadcast, and we can just finish it here if you want.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Yes. Let's finish here and bye.
Goodbye. It was nice to talk to you.
Bye.
Bye.
Yeah. You too.